Dope TV. And guess what? It's time. Hey everybody. Welcome to Dope TV. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I know I am. I mean, hey, I woke up this morning, not strung out, not dope sick. That's a win in my book. Anyhow, we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into the bread and butter everybody wants to hear about. We're going to talk about the penitentiary. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead a little bit. I'm going to fast forward a little bit till after I did my first term. And I was caught in the revolving door doing violation after violation. I'm going to tell you guys about the violation from hell. So, I had done a violation prior and gotten out to nothing. You know, I think I had, back then you used to get $1.10 a day gate money. So, you know, you're doing 6 months with half, you do 90 days. It's kind of like a 90-day dry out. You know, 8 months with half, you do 4 months. Well, you get $1.10 a day toward your gate money. So, this was I ended up, so I had gotten out from a violation with, you know, $110 or some shit. You know, I had fucking nothing. And I actually, you know, out the gate by 8 and in the spoon by noon. You know the program. Anyhow, I did that. And I had paroled on a violation from Donovan. And I was running around and I ran into a friend of mine. So I ended up fucking schmoozing it to where I had a place to stay. And a rarity for me, I ended up getting a job. I was working at a sign shop for this guy. It's a cool ass job actually too, man. I actually had that job off and on for a while. The boss was cool. He knew I went to prison. You know, I'd do a violation or two and I'd get my job back, you know. And I was doing that. I was using heroin, and I ended up. I was working, and it was just such a pain in the ass being strung out and going to work every day. So I got on methadone. I was on about 80 milligrams, and for those of you that don't know, the methadone kick is way worse than the heroin kick. Way worse. I'm going to tie that in at the end. So, I'm working at this sign shop. I'm living at this pad in southeast San Diego. But I'm on the run, mind you. I hadn't checked in. So, I got a PAL warrant out the whole time. And I'm chilling one Sunday night. I got to work the next day. And next thing you know, fucking 2 cops walk into my room. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, what happened was, I guess some other cat had lived in the place before, and he used that. He was on parole too. He used that as his parole address. Well, they went there looking for him, and some chick that was in the living room just fucking opened the door and let him in. So, in them looking for him, they got me, and I had a PAL warrant. So, this is what I'm trying. The point I'm trying to get across here is how quick shit can change, okay? You know, let me regroup for a second here. So, one day, you can be at your pad, working your little job, living your little life. The next day, you're gaffled up, and you're in custody. So, I'm on methadone. So, I go to county jail. Took me a couple days to start getting sick. Well, I started getting sick as fuck. And I swear I was at county for 3 days, and I cut the chain and went to prison. You know, so, hold on guys, I'm sorry. I gotta fucking plug this cocksucker in. Let me just start really see what I'm talking about here. How the fucking, yeah. Let's just say the struggle's real. Anyhow, So I sit in county for a few days, and I catch a train and go to Donovan. So I get to Donovan, I sit in R&R all fucking day. End up going over to Building 16. Well, over in Building 16, and I am fucking going through it. I'm sick, you know. I'd probably been out a few months. I'd been on methadone for 2 or 3 months, 2.5 months, and I was using heroin, and that kick was no joke. Sat in Building 16. Luckily, I had a cool cellie who could put up with that. I was going fucking crazy. I was up, I was down, I was all around. I couldn't get comfortable. I was going through it, and I sat in Building 16 for about a week, and this is on the 4-yard at Donovan. Then I ended up going over to Building 18. Well, I go up into Building 18 with my mattress, you know, and all that shit, and go up into a cell. I swear to fucking God, before I even had the door shut, dude's on my door. Hey, you're the newest guy here. You're up to bat. You need to handle something. And I'm like, well, what's up? Hold on, man. You know, slow down. He's like, what are you saying? You're not going to do it? I said, no, I'm saying, like, let me see the paperwork, and if it's solid, yeah, I got you, but if it's just some fucking bullshit, I'm not interested. Well, guess what? 5 minutes later, the paperwork comes under the door, and sure enough, I'm like, all right, I guess it's on and cracking. So I end up fucking dealing with that fucking mess. So here I am, kicking methadone, like 7-8 days off the street, and I'm already fucking handling something. Well, I ended up fucking doing all right on that and pulling it off. Didn't get into any trouble, and it actually went pretty good. Got rid of him, but then I end up getting moved over to the 2-yard. I don't know where the 2-yard. It's kind of the land of milk and honey, you know. It's a nicer yard. There's people that are doing time over there. It's a level 3. There's dudes with jobs and stuff, and I end up landing in a cell with the dude that's doing a life sentence for murder. He ended up being a real cool dude. We actually got along. We were only cellies for a couple weeks, and he ended up getting moved to a different yard. But so I sat over there. I was still kicking, going through it. So anyhow, I'm sick for I'd say about 2.5 months. I'm feeling shitty. Kind of starting to feel better. By the 3rd month, I'm feeling okay. I'm not feeling great, I'll tell you that. And then by the 4th month, I'm getting out. And so I get out. I have $150 something gate money, and take the trolley into downtown, and call my buddy that I was staying with over in Southeast San Diego. Ended up getting us a couple tall boys, a Miller High Life, a carne asada burrito apiece. We ate. Then I called my heroin connection, scored $1 gram. So we roll out to the pad, Southeast San Diego, do a shot, and I overdose. Fucking the whole night. He couldn't wake me up. The paramedics came. The cops were there. This is just right out, you know. Ended up getting arrested and going right back to jail. Crazy. So basically, these are things you got to think about. I mean, I definitely don't recommend if you're involved in any type of criminal activity or on parole or probation, being on methadone. It's a lesson I learned. I actually have not been on it since then, and if I'm involved in any of those type of activities, I will not be on it. Something to think about. Hope everybody has a nice day, and be safe.